What is up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and today I'm going to be, I am going to be, but hopefully it will happen on the video. I'm going to be attempting to create a super OP helm for my Archmage build. The two things that I'm looking for or the two things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be combining the Hunter and the Crusader together. The two stats that I'm getting out of this are going to be a tier 1% increased mana and a tier 1% increased intelligence. So I'm going to explain this like maybe this is some people are going to be watching this and this is going to be their first time to do something like this. So I'm going to explain it so that everyone understands what's going on. Awakener's Orb, it combines two influences, and when you use it, it takes the influence stat off of one item and adds it to the other one. The other one keeps an influence stat, so you get one stat from each item, but always remember to only have the one stat on it that you want, because if you have two influence stats, it'll randomly pick one, which that is can be a very bad scenario, especially when you're doing something where the two stats are not something that you can focus with fossils or not something that you can give yourself high probabilities of hitting. There's big pools of things to roll on both of these items. And just hitting the percent intelligence took me a lot of rolls, and it would be a nightmare to try and get these things together. So I'm gonna hope that it comes out with stuff, something I can work with, one way or another. It is a prefix and a suffix, so that does make it harder. I'm really hoping that I get decent stuff. The two stats are so strong that as long as the other stats aren't like really bad, I'll probably wind up using it at least for a while. If the other stats are really bad, I will have to go into an extremely expensive, very time-consuming craft, which I won't cover the whole thing on this video because it could take me days. Um, it could take a lot of time. So in this case, we have two stats that are so powerful that we're going to be flexible on the other things that are on there, assuming everything else isn't just trash. Then if everything else is trash and the item isn't good enough with those two stats and whatever else comes out on it, then we're going to have to try to save the item. Um, there's a lot of ways that we can do that. We can try a lot of stuff with our beast crafting, but we're going to hope that that doesn't happen. We're going to hope we have something that we can work with, but that is the high possibility, and that's something you need to understand. When you are doing double influence crafting and you're going for two specific stats, you need to understand there's a chance that you're going to wind up with just a double influence item that then you're going to have to try to craft on. There's other stats on these two items that are good, but these are the really powerful stats for this item. So I'm going to go ahead and craft this, and we're going to see what we wind up with. The thing that I need to tell you is when you are crafting with this, you need to make sure that the item you're destroying you click first. It tells us right here, right click this item, then left click the item that you wish to take the influence from. Then left click on left click an item of the same item class you wish to apply it to. So the item you're destroying is the one that you want to click first. You can see that I've already qualityed up my base. This is an expensive craft. I've already invested a pretty good amount into getting these to where they were. I didn't go through the whole thing on making this. This I just bought because it's a destroyable base. This is an 84 Hunter's Hubris Circlet, the best base at the right level for all the stuff that I want. And then I took an alt spam till I got isolated the tier 1 version of the stat that I wanted. So, without further ado, okay, that doesn't look good. So at this point, I'm gonna have to the the other Crusader stat is not bad. possibly beastcraft. The thing is I really need something else on there, because the thing is the reduced attributes is a completely empty stat for me. The 5 to 6%, I need energy shield, resistance, mana, HP, anything like that. So I might go with some risky stuff and go for a beastcraft on this. I'm not going to do that on this because, like I said, I might wind up ruining this. This is to get you to know how to do it, to get it to this point. Obviously, you know, you're going to hope that it comes out with stuff that you're going to be able to use. But in this case, it didn't, which is a pretty big possibility. And winding up with something that's really top tier when you first slam it is like a really, really low chance, like 1 in 1,000 or worse, like coming out with, you know, like all tier 1s, best in slot stuff. So this is the more than likely probability of what's going to happen. Because I had a big wiggle room, I would have settled with, you know, like lower tier stuff that I could have used because these two stats are so strong. I'll give you an example. This has a lot better stats, 48, 45. So, oh, I guess. So, without the 45 intelligence, the, what, 40 something energy shield, it's nearly the same. And that's not counting, you know, my HP, but those two stats are really strong. But they're not strong enough for me to warrant to just go with it as is. So I will be crafting further on this. Now you know how to create double influence items. Thanks for watching. Peace.